It's very funny, you guys. I have three gentlemen in the space with me, and then I have all the ladies on Zoom. So I just find it very funny. It's Broga, the Broga that I have always wanted at EF. Awesome. So sitting up just in a comfortable seat, and I just ask you to close your eyes down, to take a few moments to just roll your shoulders back, to figure out, feel into your spine, your neck, maybe your chin down to your chest. Just kind of rolling it around. Taking a moment to deeply breathe into your belly, taking the biggest, fullest breath that you've had yet today, and just exhaling it all out. Taking another deep inhale through your nose, and exhaling out of your mouth or your nose, either one. Taking another deep breath in, and then out. Allowing yourself to settle into a neutral breathing pattern without forcing it. Maybe it's still long and full. Maybe it's more soft and shallow. I invite you to set your intention for your yoga practice. Whatever that looks like for you, I offer you gentle yoga and space of gratitude. Maybe you begin to ask yourself, what is there to be grateful for? And gratitude is often experienced in the moment of pause or inquiry. In these next 45-ish minutes, you allow that pause, that inquiry, to manifest into your mind, into your body. Deep breath in, deep breath out. Either with your eyes still closed, or you may find a gentle gaze. Make your way from tabletop pose up into ragdoll pose. Feet as wide as your mat. Allowing your chin to reach towards your chest. Any version, your arm variation that serves you. Opposite hand to elbow. Maybe your hands at the nape of your neck. Or maybe even a bind at your low back. Just allowing space to come into your spinal column and a release from the gravity that pulls and compresses each vertebral body towards the earth. Allowing your torso to melt towards your thighs. Maybe it's movement from side to side, or stillness. Yoga is the practice of reflection and slowing down. When we slow down, we give ourselves time and space to appreciate things that we might take for granted, such as our breath. And in this yoga practice, so often we get caught up in the busyness and the peak postures, and the fast-pacedness to match our asana practice to the pace of our lives. Rushed, hurried, get it done so that we can move on to the next thing. So I invite you today to allow your body this time and space of slowing down, of taking that pause, that inquiry. Exhale, release your hands to the earth. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, yogi squat. Option here, modification. Not very many of us like to hang out really in this deep yogi squat. So a modification for horse pose is there for you. In these postures, we will be holding them a little bit longer. This is not quite a yin practice. We hold them for 3 to 5 minutes, but we are here for like 10 breaths. So allow your body time and space, movement even. Allowing your hips to open. Yes, little movement. Inhale. Exhale, ragdoll pose. Now we'll flow through this 2 more times. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, horse or yogi squat. Inhale, halfway lift. Allow your torso to melt towards your thighs. And exhale. Inhale, halfway lift. Fingertips graze the earth. Exhale, yogi squat. Yes, allow your feet to turn out. Exhale. Release your hands to the earth. So heel your feet in towards hip width distance. Capture your strap. Allow a nice, long, and wide grip. Raise your head, your neck. Shaking it yes or shaking it no. And exhale. Slowly roll up to standing at attention. Your head is the last thing. Taking your strap with you. Just allowing this nice wide grasp on your strap. Pulling your belly to your spine. And just offer you some flexion and extension. Reaching up, maybe just a gentle back bend. And flexion on your front side of your body. Moving into bigger movements, like a standing cat and cow. Inhale, standing cow. Allow your arms to meld behind you. Tone through your core and your quadriceps. And exhale, round in. Take your chin to your chest. Pull your strap or your belt. Create tension in your arms. Exhale. Inhale, standing cat. Extend through your chest. Take your gaze up. Inhale. Exhale, round in. And really exaggerate this movement 2 more times. Inhale, standing cow. Big breath in and exhale, round in cat. 1 more time. Inhale, cow pose. Make this be your biggest expression yet. And exhale, cat. Beautiful breath, you guys. Inhale, back to center. Re-engage through the bottoms of your feet, the 4 corners, through your quadriceps. Pull your belly to your spine. Inhale. exhale, side bend to your right and breathe. Allow this length to come from both side bodies. Roll your left shoulder back in space. Exhale. Inhale through center. And exhale, side bend, second side. Pull your hands away from one another on your strap. Roll your right shoulder back in space. Exhale. Inhale through center. Now we marry all of those movements together. We move into an around the world type movement. So inhale, just taking a little side bend, roll through, and then exhale around. It doesn't matter if your breath matches your movement, just allowing this, create this big circle in your spine. One more in this direction here. And switch your directions. Your spine is comprised of a bunch of little tiny joints. I should know the exact amount, but I don't. Good, last circle here. Inhale back through center. And exhale forward fold. Toe feel your feet in towards one another. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, high plank pose. Plant your hands. And so because this is gentle yoga, I offer you your knees here. Allowing your body to be straight and strong, just like a plank, just like the posture's name tells us. Engaging through your quadriceps, through your glutes, hollowing out through your armpits. Inhale. Exhale, lower your knees, chest, chin. Reach your hands to your low back, or rather, fingertips face towards your feet. Release your arms, palms face down. I also offer you a bind. You can clasp your hands together or find your strap again. And exhale, press your pelvis into the earth. Inhale, locust pose. Breathe. Lift your quadriceps and your chest from the earth. Track your pinkies towards one another. Take your gaze down to create a long spine all the way out through the crown of your head. Inhale. And exhale, release. Plant your hands beneath your shoulders. Inhale, tabletop pose. Exhale, child's pose. And breathe. Knees wide. Big toes to touch. Blocks are there for you underneath your chest. I invite you to find an active child's pose here, pressing your fingertips into the earth, lifting your forearms off of the earth and creating a nice gentle stretch through your shoulders, through your back. Yoga is a way to show gratitude for our mind and body. By taking time from our busy schedules to do something so good for us. Knowing that our yoga practice, it doesn't have to be hard. It doesn't have to be straining. You are focusing on your breath and your intention. It's not so much about the postures or the shapes that you create. Exhale. Inhale, tabletop pose. And exhale, downward facing dog. And breathe. Take your movement here and use this as an investigation. Seeing how your body is feeling today. I like to take some ankle stretches here by taking the top of one foot and just kind of pushing into it as if you're going to step into a down dog with your foot upside down. But doing one at a time really gets into the dorsiflexion of your foot, the top of your foot, the front of your ankle. Very rarely do we stretch part of our body. Whatever kind of movements feel good. Sometimes it's coming to the mounds of the feet. I like to come to the outer edges of my feet. Exhale. Inhale, gaze forward. Exhale, walk tiny little steps all the way up to forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift and breathe. Squeeze your shoulder blades together. Send your tailbone straight back behind you. Lengthen all the way out through the crown of your head. Inhale. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, mountain pose. And exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, low lunge. Step your left foot back. Inhale, crescent moon, and breathe. Back knee is down. I like to have my back toe tucked. This helps me find balance from side to side along the back knee. Yes. And you can isometrically squeeze your legs together to create stability in them. Yes, an option to raise your arms over your head. Have your hands here as well. Reminding ourselves that this is gentle yoga. We are not at Power Life. We don't have all that heat. So just breathing into what is happening on your front, your left quadricep, your left hip flexor. This posture is so good for those of us who sit for a good chunk of the day. Maybe, you know, someone's sitting in front of a Zoom. Doing conference calls, things like that. Inhale. Exhale, half splits pose. Capture your blocks, books. Shimmy your front foot back. Pulling your right hip in space. Pulling it back in space. Flexing your toes. Inhale, slowly rebuild to your hands. Exhale, low lunge. Inhale, high plank pose. Exhale, release knees, chest, chin. Inhale, locust pose. Reach your hands towards your toes. Lift your chest, your quadriceps, your hands away from your glutes. Tuck your chin. Inhale. And exhale, forehead to the earth. Inhale, high plank, or rather tabletop. And exhale, hips to heels. This is like a modified child's pose. We're not here to stay. Inhale, tabletop pose. And exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, gaze forward. And exhale, walk your hands to your feet, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, mountain pose, root down to rise up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, low lunge. Step your right foot back. Inhale, crescent move. Breathe. Back knee down. Back toes can be tucked. This will help you isometrically squeeze your front heel towards your back toes. Draw your chest over your hips. A lot of times we have a tendency to hinge up and out. You can find that gentle back bend here, but make sure that you are feeling this in your right quadricep, your right hip flexor. Pull your belly to your spine to protect your low back. Neutral through your pelvis. Dial your tailbone straight down. Inhale. Exhale, half splits pose. Shimmy your front foot forward. Back knee stays underneath the hips. So sometimes I take my thumb and I hook it into my hip flexor. That will help me hinge forward. Yes. If it feels good for you, you can wiggle your foot from side to side. That just gets into all three heads of your hamstring. Yes, flex your foot back towards your face. Yes, and then this is a great dorsiflexion as well for your ankle to push your toes down. Yeah. Beautiful, you guys. Inhale, slowly rebuild. Exhale, low lunge. Inhale, high plank pose. Exhale, knees, chest, chin. Reach your hands towards your toes. Inhale, locust pose. Exhale, release. Inhale, tabletop. Exhale, hips to heels. Inhale, tabletop pose. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, gaze forward. Exhale, walk your hands to meet walk your feet rather to your hands. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, mountain pose. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, low lunge. Step your left foot back. Inhale, crescent move. And exhale, half splits pose. This time, we're going to move our hands to the right side of your body. So you can take your blocks with you, or if it is accessible to you, you can have your hands planted onto the earth. Yes. Very nice, gentlemen. Ladies, looking great. Good. And just to find this gentle twist twist here. I need to find some blocks too. Okay. Pulling into your right IT band. Draw your right hip back in space. Yes. Exhale. Inhale, walk in back through center. And then find a runner's lunge. Plant your hands to the inside of your front foot. And this is gentle yoga, so just knowing that you don't have to get into the fullest expression. But you might walk your back knee away from your hands. Maybe you shimmy your right foot just up a little bit out in front of your knee. If this bothers your back knee, you can put a block underneath. Inhale. Exhale, walk your hands to the left. Now, finding an openness, just a gentle opening through your hips. Just allow the softening to happen with each inhale, and then with each exhale. Inhale, come back through center. Slowly begin to rebuild. Inhale, tabletop pose. Exhale, hips to your heels. A little reset. Inhale, come forward, tabletop. Exhale, downward, facing dog. Inhale, gaze forward. Exhale, forward fold. Walk your feet, meet your hands. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. This is our last time through half sun. Inhale, mountain pose. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, step your right leg back. Inhale, crescent. Exhale, half splits pose. Here for just one breath. And exhale, walk your hands to the left. Yes, taking your blocks with you. Allowing the side to look different. You need different heights on your yoga blocks. Pulling your left hip back in space. Exhale. One more breath in here. And a breath out. Come in through center. Walking your hands to runner's lunge. Opening up through your hip, allowing maybe your outer edge of your foot to roll open. If you do so, please flex your toes. Know that movement is here for you. And then take your focus inward. Start this internal conversation with yourself. We can listen, we can feel without judgment. We observe how we react when postures get difficult. What happens to the ego when maybe we fall, or maybe we observe when we need to back off, when we need to release. Gently walk your hands now to the right side, opening up through your hip. This might not be a very big movement here. This is a very deep hip opener. Inhale. Slowly begin to rebuild to your hands. Exhale, tabletop pose. Inhale, tuck your toes. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, gaze forward. Exhale, walk your hands to meet your feet. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, standing splits. Lift your left leg. And breathe. Hands stay connected to the earth. This is our balance portion of class. So if you do want to challenge yourself, you can bring one hand to an ankle, to the ankle that's on the earth. Or you can very gently just keep both hands onto the earth. Kick up and out through your left heel. Dial your toes down. Face the earth. Maybe you close your eyes or you take your gaze past your knee. Inhale. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, standing splits. Second side, lift your right leg. And breathe. Hands content onto the earth. Draw your chin up towards your chest. Take your gaze back behind your knee. You can see your toes, dial them down so that your pinky toe faces the earth. Inhale. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, ragdoll pose. Walk your feet as wide as your mat, maybe wider. Take an option for a bind, opposite hand to elbow. Maybe something different than what you did at the beginning of class. Gratitude is not about what one has, but a mental state. And it contributes to overall happiness and well-being. So I ask you again, what is there to be grateful for? Place your hands to your mat. Inhale, toe heel your feet towards one another, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, high plank pose. Stay for your inhale. Exhale, tabletop pose. Take your hips to your heels. We'll prepare for camel pose. Toes will be tucked. This is our big back bend. I like to have blocks here, the outer edges of my feet, and toes tucked. This quite literally just gives you a little lift here. We're going to back stroke, one arm open, hands are down palm towards the glutes. Backstroke the other arm open. Both fingertips facing down. Bring your hips over your heels. Yes. Good. And so now, very gently, you can just push your hips forward, hinging up. I like to imagine that there is a balloon attached to my chest that I'm lifting. It's lifting me up instead of just dumping into the low back. Draw your elbows towards one another. And if this feels okay here, you can move to our second layer, which is to our hands to the blocks. Still lifting. Chin can stay tucked. Being mindful that your version of your back bend might not look like mine. Again, further still, if you would like to, if it feels good, everything's feeling good, you're warmed up, hands can come to your ankles. If it feels okay on your cervical spine, you can then open up through your chest, through your neck. But know that at any time you feel pain, come back to hands on the glutes. And 2 more inhales here. We're opening up the front side of the body. Inhale. Exhale, slowly begin to rebuild. We'll just move into your counter posture, just rabbit pose. The crown of your head, so if you have a bun, Matthew, if you have a bun on the top of your head, it might come in the way. But you're just simply going to bring your head, the very crown of it, to the earth. And you can bring your hands to your feet, maybe at the nape of your neck. Walk your knees in towards your head just a little bit. Find a very small little ball. Release all of that heart opening we just did. Rounding. Allow your breath to slow. Being grateful doesn't mean that you are complacent with the present. You can still have goals, you can still have things you want to achieve, but rather you believe through work and patience and dedication, life gets better. You get better. That's why you're more likely to understand that the present is not permanent. Nothing is guaranteed in life. Tomorrow may or not be more favorable than today. But that gratitude roots us in the present. Slowly begin to rebuild. Make your way down to your seat. Prepare for Janu Sirsasana. Right leg straight. Left heel will come into your thigh. So if you don't feel good sitting on your seat, you can always come to a block that tilts your pelvis forward. Very nice. And then flex your right foot towards your face. Take an inhale. And exhale, just gently drape your torso towards your leg. No straining, no trying to get into the fullest expression, but just allowing your body to melt, your arms to be limp. tucking your chin to your chest. Exhale. Inhale, come up through center. Marichyasana, letter C. Plant your left foot over your right. And if it feels comfortable, you can bend this leg, but it's going to be more accessible to have a straight leg. Ground down through your left hand. Place it right by your hip. Inhale, right arm high. Inhale. Exhale, hook, twist, and then look over your left shoulder. This allows the twist to happen from your sacral up. And exhale. Inhale, just a gentle little counter twist to your right. Get a little pop out of it. And then set up for the other side. So Janu, Sirsasana, left leg long. Right foot to be inside of your left leg. Flex your toes towards your face. Inhale. And exhale, fold forward. Hinging at your hips, allowing your torso to melt gently, lovingly towards your front leg. A few of the benefits of being grateful are more positive emotions, the ability to relish good experiences. It improves your overall health and helps you deal with adversity. Inhale, bring your torso over your hips. Plant your right foot over your left thigh. Right hand right next to, planted right next to your bum. Inhale, left arm high. And exhale, hook the elbow, twist, and then look over your right shoulder. Exhale, counter twist to your left. Remove your blocks. Make your way all the way down to your back. Draw both knees into your chest. And just a little loving squeeze, gentle rock from side to side. Just thank your body for everything it does for you, for bringing you to yoga today. Inhale. And exhale into your Shavasana. Legs out long. Palms can face the sky to receive benefits of your practice, or for a more grounding experience. Your hands can be on your body. Focus on what you have instead of what you lack. Now be here in a few moments. Bring it back. breath back into your lungs. An audible exhale through your mouth. Let it go. Touch the pad of your thumb to each fingertip, reawakening body. Reach your arms over your head for a long body stretch. Draw your hands down into heart center. There is so much to be grateful for. When we begin to focus on the 5 points of gratitude, that it is the quality of being thankful. Gratitude is not permanent. Gratitude can be learned. You focus on what you have instead of what you lack. I leave you with this quote from Abraham Hicks. When you feel gratitude, you are the closest to the natural state you were born to live. You can't judge whether someone is more grateful than you. Take this with you off of your mat and into your life. The teacher, the student, the light and love within me sees and honors the teacher, the student, the light and love within each of you. Namaste. Thank you. Yay, lovely everyone. I had a lot more written down, so next time we'll get through it. Sometimes I'm like, oh yes, I can do all of that. 45 minutes. Thank you everybody for being here.
This is my first time to do that.
Yes, gentle flow.
Yeah, you did. I thought it was a little out.
Hello, thank you. Thanks, ladies. Have a great day. Thank you, gentlemen. Boys and girls. So awesome. I'll text you.
Yeah, absolutely. You want to get a photo of Broga?
Yes, I would.
My phone will allow you to take a super wide angle.
I would like to get all my ladies on Zoom, but literally they all dip out so fast. I know. Sometimes by the time I even get over here, there's one or two gone. I'm like,
You go right here.
yeah, we're gonna do wide.
Well, that way it
Yeah.
shows that we're social distanced.
Sure.
Are we gonna flex or?
I'm not gonna treat those.
Yeah, I agree.
Oh my God. Okay, this is so crazy. It's like fishbowl.
Yeah, oh, you guys did that. That's awesome.
All the birds.
Okay, hold on. I want to
I'm kidding.
Sing one last one.
okay, I got 3.
Sick.
Thanks, guys.
Broga.
I know, we have always wanted to do a broga.
Talked about it for years. Huh?
Yeah.
Fake loud.
Yeah.
That was great. Thank you.
Well, I'm so glad. I know it's not as Power One-ish, but I feel like sometimes it's just so much better for you than,
I need that.
yeah, I know.
I'm still sore from our Wednesday night one.
Thank you, Jim.
We did about 300 down dogs. Wednesday night shoulders.
Oh, thank you. You can just do those right there. No. You leave them right there, I'll get them.
All right, thank you guys.
Yes, you're
That's
welcome.
wonderful.
Yeah, I'm so glad.
So if I saw that and wait long enough to go home, maybe my 17-year-old will have shovel.
My 16 and 19 are definitely still in bed. I think that's a question. So they went to some light thing downtown last night. Did you guys hear about that? There's supposed to be some light show. It was kind of a treasure quest, so it was moving around. on the east side and downtown, and
They had it with the snow.
they still had it, and it's kind of meant to be a, pandemic, but still seasonal.
Yes,
event.
pandemic approved
Yeah,
social distance
they're
event.
out there for 45 minutes, just driving around and seeing these different lights.
Oh, that's cool. Is it kind of like you have to probably gotta find them, or are they up on
Yeah,
buildings?
I don't think they were that organized, but in theory, it's kind of a treasure hunt. See,
Yeah.
There are a certain number of different lights,
cool.
That's cool.
things that you could look for. When they came back, they didn't smell like booze or weed, so I was pretty impressed. That's a good start. Especially since they were driving.
Yeah.
It's bad enough when
Are they
they
pretty good
walk in.
friends?
Sorry?
Are they pretty good friends, the boys?
They are now. It's taken 16 years.
Well, they got their whole lives. So they got a good head start on it.
Middle school, high school,
Oh,
they didn't even walk
Or-
along, now that they're adults, it's a little better.
I should say it's horrible, but it was tough. They're chalk and cheese, and they didn't understand each other forever. But, all right. Have a great weekend.
Mike,
Thank
good
you.
to see you. Have a great day.
See you on Monday.
Drive safe.
Yep, I lock it. I should unlock it when we're done with that.
I'm gonna hit the sauna if that's okay.
Go for it.
I'm actually very sore too.
That was Cat.
When?
That almost hit.
Oh, for real?
Yeah.
She was stuck?
She wasn't stuck.
Oh, she was like what? How was she driving?
Told you that. She turned the signal on like at the last second and got over to the left, so I went to the right, and then she got in front of me. So I'm doing this. Like I almost clipped my front end on her back end 3 or 4 times at least.
Oh my God.
Yeah, and she's like, oh my God, that was me. I saw the swerve and panic and was like, I'll just keep going.
That's too funny.
So she just probably not paying attention that you were behind her.
Well, you don't really pay attention to who's behind her. She put her signal on way late and then started left and then got right back into the right.
Or was she out doing that early?
Obviously not fast.
Not what?
I'm so glad I didn't monitor.
Yeah.
So what's your, do you have a client?
No, Carrie, I was going to tell you this last night or today.
You got some practice.
I was fine.
Carrie.
Yeah, I told her that we were thinking about doing a ruck today. And she was like, well, how about I just come to yoga instead of you having to train me after that? And I was like, girl, I mean, it's really nice of you, but like, of course I don't, like, I will train you. It would have been her 5th session this week. And she was like, well, I was
Yeah,
gonna.
it's probably exactly what she needed.
And she was like, I was gonna ask you to do yoga anyway. And she said, I thought maybe I would just come to class. And I was like, that's nice. So I have nothing to do except hang out with you.
Yeah, I got 4 hours of sleep last night. I didn't realize we were gonna get this much snow. That rock might not be a great idea.
Yeah.
We could go down there. Hike around and.
My legs are fucking shaking.
That was great.
Okay. We had a whole bunch more stuff.
Oh,
Like we were supposed to do half straddle.
never even heard of it. Half that stuff I've never heard of or done. Never done camel and,
We have done camel way back
oh,
when I first started yin, when I would be
Oh,
like
okay.
camel. Well, camel is yin, but it also is like it's a peak posture as well in power.
hmm. I just realized the Hawks game was at Iowa City. They probably have some snow on the field.
Yeah. Matt Dirks has paid for a package and has never used one. Anything that was like purchased in 2019, I feel like I'm gonna expire. There's just so many yoga packs out there.
Okay, now I gotta put all those clothes back on. 7 layers. Almost Mary was watching when I was snuggle over her driveway. She always watches out that little kitchen window. All every time. He gives me the thumbs up. Hey, those can stay right there. Oh, the rower. I can help you too. I want to be like, why don't you have Tim sell this piece of shit car?
Silver one, right?
Yeah, I mean, I don't think it drives. Well, that'd be the harder thing to do, Rachel. Then you'd have to have credit and, oh, I today have to get some odor heaters for those boots.
Yeah.
They're just so warm that when you wear them, you sweat and like.
See?
Freddie broke another arm. Another one of the ones I like.
Well, and I will full assumption, it's all on the up part of the tree, up top part of the tree.
I'm sorry.
Sorry.
Yeah, I am. I mean, I love him sometimes. I locked him in the bathroom 3 times last night.
Well, I put the vacuum hose in his face and took him vacuum. Wasn't really ready for all that.
What, a kitten?
Him.
I know. I mean, I had no idea he was gonna be wild as fuck.
I think he did.
No, he didn't. There's no way I would have known that.
You've had kittens, I've not had kittens.
No, I mean, he's a different type of kitten. Like, he's 4 months old when I got him, living outside for that long. Frankie and Ringo were babies.
Great, they're calm.
Yeah.
Chill, they're perfect.
I mean, I did a couple, like a month or so ago or whatever. I asked Sasha, I was like,